Welcome back to another video. Happy Friday, happy weekend. It is time for our monthly Silencio raffle ticket pull. So before we go any further, while I'm still in a halfway good mood, had a good day at work today. We're a little busy, but it's Friday. Got football all weekend, some decent weather coming through. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Before we go any further, please hit that like button for me. Take half a second to reach down about right there somewhere. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out, helps the projects out we talk about that I have tagged below, and just overall helps crypto and the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Also, please make sure you're in my Discord. There's a link below, and it's been very active lately. A lot of stuff going on. We've seen crypto go up generally, and that makes everybody happy. And everybody's discussing different projects. A lot of news going on with a lot of different projects. But we're going to discuss Silencio today. All right, so we're going to prepare ourselves for our Silencio raffle ticket pull. And even though my order has not arrived yet, it's going to make it a little rougher than normal when I get bent over on this. But it is what it is. And I joke, but there's a couple of things I want to go over real quick without trying to make this video much longer. I've been trying to do shorter videos, but I talk too much. But there's a couple of things I need to explain. First of all, this is my channel. I enjoy everybody that comes along. I just reached 35,000 subscribers. What helped me out was, I think, that video last night warning everybody about fake tokens and stuff. And my lives have been getting more livelier. And listen, I'm here to help everybody. I just had a very good discussion with somebody in the Silencio channel of my Discord, and I told him it was a very respectful disagreement, but respectful. And I appreciate his 2 cents. He's new into Silencio. He's happy about what he's getting in Silencio, even if it is 24 cents a day. I guess maybe I'm just a little burnt out on the Silencio thing because I've just been doing it for so long. And I just feel that no project should have to make us watch ads. It makes it feel cheap. They fundraise and bragged about the millions and millions and millions of dollars they got in fundraising, but yet they're going to make us watch ads, which they get paid for, or they want us to watch subscriptions. I think that's a cheap thing. And your contributors that make your project, you should not be forcing them to do that. Now, like he says, nobody's forcing you to watch that. That's correct. And I understand this is not everybody's opinion. But again, this is my opinion. I talk about on this channel what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, what projects I'm getting into, what projects I'm getting out to. And y'all follow along for the ride and just see what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to get out of Silencio. I'm not telling you to join Silencio. This is just what I'm doing, and people disagree with it. People have always disagreed with me. That's why I guess they call me grumpy. People disagree with me on the helium stuff, but I also have a favorite saying, and I've talked about this a lot. And my favorite saying that's on a dry erase board behind my desk for the last 10 years, that's not even dry erase no more, you can't even wipe it off because it's been there for so long, is Grumpy's rule number 1. I told you so. Now, in the long run with Silencio, with this AI thing, who knows? Who knows? But at one point, this channel, I used the term passive income. And I overused it. It was way overused. And it took somebody to kind of set me straight on. At one point we just started, and it wasn't just me, it was a lot of other social media influencers and different people like that, people in projects that basically started lumping all this deep in stuff into also saying passive income. To me, passive income is an ASIC miner that I have sitting over there or in a warehouse or in a garage or in a shack that I built for it. And I don't touch it for weeks or months. That is passive income. A node that I might be setting up on Nubula next week, that will be passive income. Even DIMO to a point. Wingbits, GeoNet, to me is passive income. I set it up one time and I don't have to input anything. I don't have to maintain it. To me, that is passive income. I'm willing to take a little bit less because I don't have to touch it. EarnApp has been one of my #1 projects. I'm making a killing with it. If you saw my video last night, I even showed y'all my dashboard and showed them using it. That is true passive income because I installed it on my computers and my Pies and don't have to touch it. Passive income. Me going around New York City, always looking for venues on Silencio. Then when I'm sitting eating and then having to watch ads, that's not passive income. If I have to input and take time to do this, I want a little bit more income than I would say a passive income project. Again, that's my opinion, and some of y'all will not agree with it, and that's fine. Nobody 100% agrees on everything. Some people love snow. You got people who hate the snow. Some people love Christmas time. Some people get depressed and don't like Christmas time. We're all human. We all going to have our pluses and minuses, what we like and what we don't like. But you know what I feel I deserve for a project that I have to input on, some of y'all have no problem making 16 cents a day. And let's be honest, you have cheerleaders in certain projects who, it doesn't matter what you say or what negativity comes out, they're going to sit there and cheer for it. It doesn't matter if I'm in grass and I disagree and other people disagree, we shouldn't get paid once a year in grass. And you got the cheerleaders there just still making comments that we're wrong and it's okay to get paid once in eternity in grass. And same thing with Silencio. Hey, nobody's forcing you to watch ads. Well, you're right, but you also don't get 2x, 3x, 5x the raffle tickets. And if you don't, it's not worth it. I mean, it's one thing for me to compare what I'm going to get in this video shortly when I get to opening the boxes, but I also have over 1 million tokens staked, which has given me 700 and something million tokens. I'm sorry, 700 something thousand tokens. But the person who comes and who might watch a video and say, I might get into the Silencio thing, they don't have that staked. What do you think they're making? I can tell you, because I got a buddy at work who does have less than half of what I got staked. And he's only making $12 or $13. And he runs Silencio every time he's at the ballpark with his kids, or if he's riding can't really was riding a bike, but he takes a break because he gets on a bike and rides like 26 miles. So when he takes a break and stuff, he'll ride it, especially if he knows it's a new area. And he actively works it. And dude made like $13 or $12 or something like that. And he runs it. Listen, again, I know that the Silencio cheerleaders are going to look at this video and think I'm an a-hole and go back and talk about me because I've seen it on Silencio. They're grumpy talking bad about my project. Listen, I'll talk bad about a lot of projects. I even talk bad about projects I like. Because this is not going to be a YouTube channel where you're going to have people saying, look, even though this project's crumbling, it's the greatest project in the world. Use my code, use my code. You're not going to see that. You haven't seen a referral code from me on Silencio unless I accidentally reused the description from a video and didn't pay attention, because on YouTube, you can just reuse some old descriptions. But I'm not. But another thing I've told people religiously over and over is I critique projects because I want them to get fixed. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into these projects. I was huge on, you go back and look at my Silencio videos from last year, I was huge on this project. But then you had the certain, trying to keep this PG video, this video PG, but you had certain people, at some point the rhetoric started about the influencers. And I'll say this about this project and about other projects that people crying about influencers and referral codes. I don't see Silencio advertising during the LSU football game tomorrow. I don't see Grass or Nadix or any of these other projects advertising through the NFL game on Sunday or the Super Bowl or an NBA game. If it wasn't for influencers, people would not find out about some of these projects. People don't just go aimlessly look on Discord for projects. But at some point, it seems like once the project gets established, all of a sudden we want to throw influencers to the side. Now, if you have influencers that don't actively work the project, I don't know what to say about that, because this influencer worked the projects. I showed y'all that I got the awards for hexes and for over a year streak of running this project, and for getting 20,000 hexes or whatever the hell it was and all this other stuff. I worked this project. I spent, when my family was on vacation, in New York, in Philadelphia, in Washington, D.C., in Baltimore and stuff. You know what I remember for them trips? going to different venues and the amount of venues that still weren't scanned yet how popular this project's supposed to be. And it pisses me off now, but that's my fault. Y'all didn't force me to do that, but that's my fault. For some of y'all, Silencio might be great. The raffle ticket thing is stupid. I'll be the first one to say I did a 180 on it. I really thought it was a cool idea at the beginning. But once I saw that you can have people do less work than me or have way less raffle tickets than me who are going to get more tokens than me, or a diamond, whatever it was, raffle ticket or a box or something like that, and get $1,000 worth of Silencio in one hit, and I'm making $20 after I was busting my butt in June and July on this, screw that. So let's get to what y'all, I'll try to speed up the rest of this video. I know y'all didn't come here for no long video. I didn't want to make this long video, but I felt that I just had to explain myself that, you know, this is my opinion and my opinion only. And people can automatically think I'm being rude or ugly or grumpy, a-hole or whatever like that. And I don't mean to, but it's just that I just sometimes don't like the direction projects are going and I want to see them cleaned up. But if all projects hear about is from the cheerleaders saying, we love this project, this is the greatest, thank you so much for our $13 this month, the projects ain't going to change nothing. Look, I'll give props where props are due. Silencio tokens up 160% in a month. That is a great direction. I'm very proud of it. It's still down 70% for the year. All time is 25% because it's in this state, it started kind of high. So, you know, if we can keep this kind of momentum going, maybe we'll make more than that. But for the week, you only up 1%. That's not much growth. And just for the day, you're down 3%. So, hey, a month ago, we're at 0.001, 0.0001, 1/100th of a cent, 1/1000th of a cent. I don't know. Anyway, I failed college math. That's why I'm in the job I'm in. So look, we'll take the 106% positive. Hopefully this AI thing just continues to go. But I'm gonna tell you another thing somebody's asked me about is trying to find a place to, if you live in the United States, to even cash out and take a little bit of profit on this. Because last I knew, at least what people are telling me, because I have not tried to cash out any of this token. Mine are all staked. They're all staked until the end of this year, January 1-ish. That's when I have them all staked. That is when I'm gonna make a decision on what am I gonna do with this project. I've told some people I'm gonna be like the guy at the casino when he gets up from the thing and he wants to show he ain't got no cards anywhere and he does this. Peace out, and I'm out. Deuces. But you let this continue. I'm not an idiot. I've eaten crow in this. I'm one of the rare YouTubers, and people say that's what they like about me. I can make an ass out of myself. I am one of the rare YouTubers that will come on here and tell people, I'm sorry, I screwed up, or I've changed my mind. How many YouTubers have you seen do that? And look, I love some of my fellow YouTubers. You know, we're going to the mining conference in Dallas in November, and I told this bunch of them, like, I want to take y'all, you know, get your drinks with y'all, and bounce ideas off each other. Thank them for helping me get to where I am today. But some YouTubers, you see them come out beginning of projects and want to give out here's my code. This project's going to be great. And when something happens, you don't see them no more. I put myself out there and say, this is some tokens I like and some of the tokens I don't like. A lot of times I'm right. In that rare occasion when a unicorn pisses on a rainbow, I'm wrong. And I'll come on here and say I'm wrong. Right now, this thing's up 150%. I hope it keeps the momentum going. If I was a betting man, you had the hype come out about this being about AI and stuff. To me, that's a complete different pivot of being a sound reading people. But I told y'all from the beginning, I like this project because I saw these brothers who were doing a video, an AMA video. This was a year or two ago. And I watched these guys and I could tell they were passionate about this. It had something to do with their father being deaf or having, you know, sound damage, hearing damage and stuff like that. Dude, these guys are passionate. I said, this project, when somebody's passionate about something like that, this project might have legs. And I just feel like maybe they've lost their way. or they got something financially going on that you have to get ad money from us when you had millions and millions of seed money from investors. All right, now I'm gonna shut up and let's get to what we're gonna make, what we made this month or last month. All right, opening this up now, you can see for season 9, I have 731,000 raffle tickets. So I'm gonna claim my raffle tickets from last month. All right, starting off first, we got some whatever this was, 3,611, which is 3,611 is $1.26. Starting off strong. What's next? Next, we have 2,900 bronze nuggets for 43.56. 43.56. 43.56 is $1.52, y'all. Yay, yay. My hand's cramping up. All right, moving on next. Is this silver? This is silver for 4,792. All right, next, 4,792 is $1.67. Then we have 4,500. So this is even less Silencio, even with gold. That's $1.50, y'all. All right, what is this, like platinum? Platinum. Let's see what our platinum stones are worth. 1,100 platinum for 55.16. 55.16. That gives us $1.93. We haven't even hit $2 yet. All right, what is this, like amethyst or something? You think I know this all by now. So here we go. That's going to be amethyst, 54.75. So we got even less worth of amethyst, 75, which is $1.91. Next is going to be 49.50, which is of sapphire. 40. We went backwards, man, way backwards. It's $1.72. 38 for 9,500. That's a jump. 9,500. $3. All right. Next is going to be ruby. Is that ruby? For 6,400. Another jump. 6,400. And this one's empty. Imagine that. So we're going to hit claim on the bottom. And we were able to get a grand total of, let's see, you claimed a total of 49,103. 49,103 for a total of $17. And the shortest time that I can stake is 3 months. And 3 months from today would puts me right at January 3rd. So I can do this last staking. I'm doing 100% for the January 3rd. Cause I tell you, at the end of that, I want to pull everything, depending on what's going on with pricing and stuff. So that would give me OG bonus of 75% and 781,000 raffle tickets. So I stake my 49,000. Don't say I don't support the project. So that gives me 785,000 for season 9. And you have 785,000 for season 9. If you do a sound rating, what's it going to give you, like 50, 100 or something like that? You know, it's just not worth it. All right, so y'all can see that was my token totals for the month of, what month we're in now? September. Now we're in October. I want to address some other comments that were made. Yeah, people saying I should be happy for getting $16 because I haven't worked the project. I've worked the project before. Majority of y'all were in this project. But you have to look at this from another aspect. If the raffle tickets were truly anonymous, like they're trying to tell us they're anonymous, and I have 770,000 raffle tickets, and you have 770,000 raffle tickets, and you've worked until your fingers bled running this project every day several times a day. And I haven't worked this project since August. And we both have 770,000. We should both have the same right to whatever amount of tokens it is. You should not automatically have a right to additional tokens, because what you're telling on yourself is, and admitting, is that it's not an anonymous fair chance raffle tickets. It's what many people who might not want to come on their microphone and say it, that the raffle tickets are a way for them to help cheerleaders out and to help certain people. And while I don't have a fact sheet to prove that, I'll say that disclaimer that is strictly my opinion and my opinion alone, but it's not my opinion alone because other people saying it. But I know other influencers who had way more raffle tickets than me, and yet me and that person, him or her, got almost the same amount of raffle tickets, and it shouldn't be like that. And then you hear people who had less raffle tickets, but again, they're active and they love the project and they're cheerleaders, and that you see them on Discord bragging on how many tokens they got, and they're like, wait a minute, dude, you had 200, 300,000 less raffle tickets. How did you get more than me? So is it a truly just an anonymous raffle ticket, fair raffle ticket draw? You got to watch what you're saying to yourselves, because if you sit there going to tell me that the reason I got less tokens because I'm not active, then you're also admitting, you might as well let it come out your mouth, that this isn't a fair raffle draw, which means they're skewing the numbers, right? Me, I'm not stupid. I'm a grown man. I can tell you, I'm not expecting huge numbers. $16 a month, I'm fine with that. If I'm not running a project and I got my 700,000 raffle tickets, it is what it is. But don't come on me because and you act like if I would have ran this project hard in September, like I would have got much more than that. Because before you had this gigantic price, 160% price increase, when you think that I could have got a third less, or a third of this, so that would have been closer to like $10 or $11. Probably would have been less than that actually. But anyway, then we would have had some issues, because I'm gonna tell you right now, other people that were doing 700,000 raffle tickets probably weren't getting that if they were active. But that's my whole point. And I know I'm losing y'all. This video is going way too long, but we'll see what happens with Silencio. I don't speak, I haven't spoke French since I was in high school, before a lot of y'all probably were even born, how depressing that is. So I can't do the new AI thing and download it on my computer and go speak French anymore. Unless you want somebody that can speak Southern Cajun, South Louisiana dialect or something like that. So that part of the project doesn't even interest me. So then what? Because it seems like that's all Silencio's putting their effort into now. You don't even hear him talking about the whole sound pollution thing. Does that not concern anybody? I guess as long as everything's successful because of the new AI thing, nobody cares about that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm sorry I'm grumpy and negative all the time, but sometimes it's just a reality, and people just think facing reality or talking about reality that's right in front of you is a negative thing. No, it's just that some people just don't want to, they just want to sugarcoat everything and want everything to be happy and positive. The last thing I'm gonna leave y'all on is, whatever happens to this project happens because of what the project's doing. People feel like, oh my God, somebody's doing a negative video on it, it's gonna wreck the whole project. I hope this project is not that delicate with that little bit of backing that my video is gonna wreck it. But you have people who say that. That's not something I'm making up. That's not my ego saying that. You have people saying that. Negative videos. One guy I had to block because he was saying that in all these different discords. Get over yourself, man. Get over yourself. I'm going to say what I feel. You have people that agree with me, because I know people agree with me about Silencio, because they tell me. They might not come and comment in my YouTube channel because they're afraid of what the cheerleaders might go after them and say. But I know this because I know people who tell me this. And they're probably like me. They want to see this project become successful. They just want some of the games and shenanigans to stop. If I'm running an active project, it should be a little bit, I'm not rehashing all that. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching. That sums up Silencio for this month. We'll see what happens next month. By now, there could be a lot of changes that come within, the next 27 days, and we'll see. I hope it makes off. I hope everybody's successful. That's what I want everybody to understand. And I tell people that in all my lives I do on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and on Monday nights when I do my other video for all the projects. I tell everybody, listen, don't take this as negative. Even the people that are against me, I want you to be successful. And that's what my channel's about. I just told the person in my Discord on the Silencio channel, dude, if you're happy with making 14 cents a day in this project, congratulations to you, brother. Cause I hope, and you're happy. That's good. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I think. If you're happy because you're looking at the long-term goal, or any of y'all are looking at the long-term goal with this Silencio project, and you're fine with this, I'm happy for you. Generally, I'm not being a sarcastic asshole. I'm being dead serious. I want everybody in crypto, anybody who's watching this video, to be successful. And if I can help you at all, maybe not with Silencio, but maybe with a different project, some of these new projects coming, or when I talk about certain tokens and stuff like that, dude, it makes my day. Seriously, that's what I started this channel for, is to help people. I started this channel with how-to videos when people didn't know how to program, Wingbits DIY devices, or install helium antennas and stuff like that. It started as a DIY station, and people started asking me more of my questions, and it's grown to where it's at now. And I did this and put myself on video. People would have never thought. People still don't believe I have a YouTube channel, let alone 4 YouTube channels, because they know I hide from the cameras in real life. I see a camera, I'm hiding from it, and I put myself out here to help people. And yet you still have people that want to pull me down and call me a negative a-hole and a grumpy person and go attack me when I'm out here to help you. You might not like how rough it is on the outside and how grumpy I am, but trust me, deep down, I swear, I'm not lying to y'all. I'm here to help everybody, and I wish everybody luck. That's it. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Hopefully your football team, your American football team, wins. I don't know nothing about the other football and soccer and stuff like that, but I hope your team wins. I hope everybody has a good, blessed weekend. We should have some great weather. It's supposed to rain a little bit and a little cool front. Some of this humidity goes away. And we should be blessed. Be thankful for whatever you have. Hope everybody's family stays healthy and stuff like that. And we're going to get ready. We have a lot of stuff coming up in crypto, man. So thank you all for watching. Be positive. Thumbs up to everybody. We'll get through all this together. Later.